Hi everybody, welcome to our PhotoBiz blog webinar. I'm so excited to be here with you guys today to show you all of the really great stuff that we have with our PhotoBiz blog. I know a lot of you are either anxious to try it out or have been trying it out, and we're just going to come and do some real quick walkthroughs about how to post, how to set up your site, layout. If there's something that I don't touch on today, please feel free to call us. Here at PhotoBiz, we'll be more than happy to assist you with whatever you're trying to do with your blog. But I'm really excited because I think a lot of people are a little discouraged when they see it from the get-go, and so we're going to really show you some great ways to customize it and make it look really great today. So welcome to your PhotoBiz blog. We're really excited to chat with you about it today. So let's start with just some basics, your blog post. So if you have the PhotoBiz blog, you're probably really familiar with what the control panel looks like. Right here, we're going to start with clicking on blog here at the top, and we're going to start by adding a post. And this is just going to be a real quick walkthrough about how to start off your post. Of course, you want to do a post title. This could be anything that you would like your post to be called. The post author. That would be you, so please feel free to put your name in there. And then whether or not you want to allow comments on your post. You can put yes or no on here, so perhaps the post that you're doing doesn't need to have comments allowed. You can just turn those off, and then your viewers won't be able to set comments on that post. You also have the ability to put post tags on here. This is really important because this is a great way for your customers to be able to archive your blog posts, be able to find an old post that maybe that they were interested in the past. And the reason why it's so important to use the post tags portion is because not only is it a great way to archive your posts, but it'll help you as well to kind of find out which one of your posts are more popular amongst your viewers, and then maybe do more posts with those. It's very easy to post tags on your posts. I'm going to hop back into the control panel here. All you have to do is put what you want your post to be about. So this is my post. I'm going to call it My Awesome Post, and it's me. I'm going to go ahead and allow comments. And this post is going to be about being awesome and posts and images. So you might want to put something like bridal or baby. And as you're creating more and more posts, you're going to be able to archive all of your posts within these different post names. So this is one tag that I've created, but of course I can go in here and make individual tags as well. And so if people are just looking for bride posts, they can just click on bride and they'll be able to find all my posts. Next, we want to chat a little bit about the post content box. This is going to be your bread and butter in regards to your posting. And this is really important because this is where you're going to put all of your words in and also your images. And it's really important to use this post content box to edit your post. And the reason why that's so important is because what we're seeing a lot is some people are creating their post maybe in a Word document and then bringing it over because they're not seeing like a spell check option and things like that. It's important to actually create your post within the post content box, because when you bring over content from a third-party source like Word, it can also bring over the formatting from that third-party source. And then you will actually end up seeing almost weird characters and gobbledygook within your post if you do it that way. So we do recommend using the post content box to edit your post. If you are concerned because your post content box does not have something like a spell check, we totally understand. There are a bunch of third-party add-ons that you could add to your browser that will work as a spell check. If you're in Internet Explorer, we like to use IE Spell. You would just go to iespell.com and it's just a small little download. You just install it within your browser, and then what it lets you do is highlight a whole bunch of wording that you've created and right-click, and then it'll say something like check for spelling. And you can just do it. It's just like the spell check within your Word document. Now, Firefox and Chrome already have an automatic spell check feature within the browser. So if you're not seeing that, that's something actually you would have to turn on within the browser. If you need some assistance with that, give us a call. We'll be happy to help you with turning on that product. And also Safari has the same thing. Safari has a spell check within the browser. Again, all you have to do there is you just have to hit the control button and highlight the information. It'll give you a spell check option there. But if you do need assistance finding that spell check option, just give us a call here and we'll walk you through the Safari spell check. You're also going to do your uploading your images within your blog post. So let's hop back over to our control panel. Here's our control panel. And right now I don't have any wording in here, so let's find some words. And I'm going to actually grab wording on my second post here. I've already put some words in here. And I've already set some tags. I'm going to set a few more. And this is where I want to add my images. So it's very important to use the image tab that's here at the top of your post settings box. So if you click on that tab where it says images, if you are going to upload images, this is where you want to do it. You actually won't do it within the post content box, but you're going to add the images almost like a library for that post. So let's say you have about 6 images you need to add to this post. You're going to click on images there at the top of the post and click on upload images. It's going to bring the images from your desktop. So I'm going to click on there and I'm going to grab a couple images here. I'm going to upload these. Should just take a second. So now I've created a little library of images for my post. I'm then going to go back into editing the post and go back to the post content box. So I have all my wording here. And I want to put an image before my wording. I'm going to click on the little button here that looks like a tree. And here are all of the library images that I have created or that I have uploaded. So I'm going to click on a couple of them because I'm going to go ahead and put them in my post. This one I would like to look like a medium, and I'm going to insert it. And that's how easy it is to insert your images. Now, if you are in Firefox or Chrome, you can actually adjust your image within the post content box. You'll just click on your image and you can actually move your image to be as big or as small as you want within the post content box. Unfortunately, that feature is not available in Internet Explorer or Safari. So you'll have to either have the image the size you want, or you'll click on your image and then click on the little tree and adjust the size from the Insert Image Size box. You just update your image and there it is. Now, we've had a lot of people concerned about having to upload images to their blog posts and how that's going to affect their upload numbers. And that's why we have given you the ability to add images to your post from third-party sources. So you can do a URL source for your images. One of the places that we like to recommend a lot for this is Dropbox. And the reason why we like to recommend Dropbox is because they make it really easy for customers to get the URL image link for their images. So this is my Dropbox account. And I'm going to go ahead and click on an image that I would like to install on my blog. And there it is. That's my image. So I've confirmed it. Now, after I've confirmed that that's the image I would like in my blog, you'll see here it'll be copy public link. You'll just click on that, and you can either right-click and copy this link here, or you could just click on copy to clipboard, and that'll copy it for you. And then what you want to do is you'll just hop back over to your control panel. And then again, you're going to click on the little tree icon there at the top of your post content box. You're then going to click on the URL tab here at the top, and paste in that public URL image that that you got from Dropbox. And that should insert your image right there. Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and paste that in there. I'm going to submit it as actual size, and there's my image. So it inserted my image right into the post content box, just like as if I have uploaded that image. And then again, if like you're in Firefox or Chrome, you can adjust that image straight from the post content box. Now, one of the issues that we are seeing with our post content box that we did want to talk about today in the webinar is if you are, let's say you want to go ahead and upload your images and you've created one really tall, awesome collage. And you have this collage, you think it's really great, and you want to go ahead and insert it into your blog. So I'm going to delete these images just so that we can, so you can see the example I'm going to use. So I've already uploaded my collage. It's right here, and it's really tall. In fact, it's taller than the 865 pixels that we allow within our uploader. It did upload, and I'm going to go ahead and insert that. Oops, let me make sure it's the right size. I'm going to go ahead and make it fit page width because I want it to look like my collage. Now, when you upload a collage that's super tall, with our uploader, you're going to see some degradation of quality of your image. So, and this is very concerning, and it's concerning to us too because we know how important it is to have your images come across in the best quality. So there is a fix for this, and the solution is by image sourcing this image in as opposed to uploading it with our uploader. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that. And I've already uploaded this collage image to my Dropbox account. It's right here. I've called it Tall Collage. I'm going to go ahead and get my public link and copy that. And then I'm going to go ahead and insert that image URL here. And there's my image. And now this time my image comes across in the quality that I have created it in. It's not overly pixelated. It's not looking kind of dingy. It's looking exactly like I created that. So if you are going to upload, let's say, a very tall collage or a very wide collage, be sure to use the image URL as opposed to uploading it with our uploader. You're going to get a much better quality if you do it this way. And then you can adjust it as well, any way that you like it to look. And it's going to be a much better quality this way. So that's how we recommend with uploading images and sourcing your images with Dropbox. Now Dropbox, it's a free product. I believe they give you your first 20 megs free, and then after that you can upgrade to their paid product. But take a look at them. They're at Dropbox.com. Next, we're going to complete our blog post. And when you're looking at completing your blog post, when you're looking at publishing your blog post, it's going to give you two options, a draft and publish. You're going to want to leave it as a draft as you're building your post. This is just how you're going to work on it and things like that. And you can go back and forth. If you want to publish it, see what it looks like within your template, and then come back and draft it again. You can go back and forth. But some people like to draft first and then publish once, and that's fine. If you're going on vacation, you can set a whole bunch of future posts within your blog. So let's say that you're going to go on vacation next week, but you are going to do a contest and your post needs to go out on Wednesday. You can set your post for the future. So let's take a look at that as well in our control panel. So I'm ready to publish my image here. And I'm right now at the draft status, so I'm going to go ahead and publish. But I need this particular blog to be shown next week. I think I'm going to have it go out on the 31st. I can even set what time I want it to be shown at. So let's say you're doing a contest and it doesn't start until 9 a.m. You can definitely set that right here. The only thing you want to remember is that our server is set in Central Time, so this is always going to be set at Central Time. So please kind of take that into consideration when you're setting the actual time of your publish date. That you're considering it in Central Time as opposed to whatever time zone you're in. So, for example, we're in Eastern, and right now it's 2:12 as opposed to 1:12. So I'm going to go ahead. I know that, I'll need to set, I want this to go on at 9 a.m., so I'm going to go ahead and set it for an hour. And once I set that, I'm going to hit OK. And this will be published on the 31st at 10:12 p.m. I want to make sure I save my changes. And once I save my changes, I'll be good to go. So now I decided that I'm going to go ahead and have this published today instead. So I'm going to go ahead and set it for the 25th. I'm going to do it at 1:21. And I have published my site, or I published my blog post. I need to make sure that saves it. Okay. And my blog post has been updated. So now when I view my site, there is my new blog post with my little thumbnail there. This is my second blog post. But you know what? I'm looking at my site, and it looks really boring. Who's going to want to read this blog? It's got this really plain beigey color, and I don't have anything fun going on here. How can I make my site look awesome? Well, that is what we're going to talk about a little bit next. And I do know that I did kind of jump through the posting portion of the blog a little quickly. Please give us a call if you have any questions, if you need any clarification in regards to that. We'll be more than happy to answer any questions. Just for time purposes, I did have to kind of fly through that, but we are here for you to answer any questions you have in regards to the posting of a blog. So please feel free to give us a call. Send us in a support ticket. We'll be more than happy to help you. So now we're going to talk about the site layout, what your blog looks like. So when you create a blog, you're going to notice that you add a blog page, and in your site layout portion, when you add your blog page, you're going to see 5 different tabs here at the top. Each one gives you a different design aspect for your blog page. So first of all, we're going to look at the Details tab here. This is just the really generic, what you want to be called. Obviously, the navigation name is the navigation on the browser. If you want that to be called My Blog, My Wedding Blog, just blog, that's where you will name that. You can also give it a page title. I gave mine the page title of My Awesome Blog. And I set it to visible for now. If I did want to hide it until I was ready for it to be seen, I could set that to be hidden. I'm going to show 2 rows per page of my blogs. I can set that up to 10, so you can adjust that. And if you decided that you want your blog to have an access code, so let's say you only want certain people to read your blog, you can actually set a password for your blog. And this is where you would set that. And then after I've made all of these details set, I'm going to go ahead and save my changes. And then I'm going to move on to the next tab, which is the Layouts tab. Now this Layouts tab is really cool. This is where you're going to get a lot of your design aspect within your blog. This particular screenshot just shows 4 of our layouts, but let me hop over to our control panel so you can see what it looks like. And you'll see here in the layout portion that there are a ton of layouts for you to choose from. You're going to notice they all allow you to have a banner image at the top and a place for widgets, either on the side or on the bottom. You can also choose how you want your posts to be displayed on this main blog page. They could be little boxes. You can just make it just your post, so customers don't even have to click on a post title. It'll just show your blog from the get-go here on the top. And then you have your list layouts here as well, and you could choose where you want your widget to be. So right now I have a pretty generic one. I have Write Widgets, and I think I'm going to change that. Maybe I'll put my widgets at the bottom and show my posts across the middle. So I've set that, and all I have to do is click on Save Changes, and my new layout has been selected. So now that I have selected my layout, I can move on to my banner. Now, as we looked in the layout before, we do have the ability to have banners across the top of our blog. You want to remember that this banner should be at the size of 1200 pixels by 250 pixels. You can add as many banners as you like. When you add more than one banner to the banner portion of your blog page, it becomes a slideshow. So let's say that you want several different images filtering through on that banner. You would just click Add Banner Item, and you'll see that you'll get more of these little boxes, and you'll be able to add as many of banner images as you like for this banner part. Now, you also can create your banner as a link, and I'm going to show you how we can add the banner plus how we can create it as a link. So let me hop back over to our control panel. I'm going to click on Banners, and I'm just going to click on Add Banner Item. Now I'm going to upload my image. Got to always remember to run our uploader. And I'm going to go to my folder here. And I found my image that I've already created at 1200 by 350, and I'm going to upload that. And there's my image. Now, if I wanted this image to become a link, I can create it as a link right here at the bottom under General. I can choose from a list of my web pages, or I can put in an address I want this link to go to. I can even choose if I want it to open up in a new window or the same window. But this is just going to be a plain old banner, so I'm just going to select None and hit Save Changes. So now when I preview my site, there's my awesome banner. So I'm already starting to get some design elements into my blog here. So I've got my banner up here, but you know, I really want my customer to see something else. I want to have a link up there. So I'm going to add another banner that will be a link. I'll go back to Banner Items and add another banner. I'm going to upload my image. And here's my image that I've created. And this one is going to be a link to my website. So I'm actually going to make this a link. And now I've created that link. I put in the address I would like this to be. And if we preview my blog, there's my first banner. I've created at 1200 by 350, and this one's also been created as 1200 by 350. This time, it's a link that goes to my PhotoBiz website. So you can have lots of really great fun with these banner images. You can make them links that go into other portions of your blog. If you are utilizing our store feature, you can make it a link that goes into a store or into your events. It's really, really cool. You can do a lot of really neat things with these banner images. Plus, it gives you a really cool feel of design aspects within your blog. So it's starting to look better, but you know, it can still use some help. So I've got my banner image going on here. I've set my posts to look something different. I like this, and my widgets are here at the bottom. So far, so good. So let's next talk about how we can add a widget to our site. So there's a lot of really cool things that we can still do within our blog here. So we're going to go in and talk about widgets. So what is a widget? Well, widgets are little add-ons. Sometimes they're HTML based that kind of just add a little extra to your blog. As you can see, by default, we offer an archive widget and a tag widget. And these are cool because these allow your customers to find the post that they're looking for easily. So your archive widget could be either a calendar-based one or just a bunch of months, and your customer will click, oh yes, I remember a post I liked back in March. I'm going to click on that. Or they can use the tag widget, and they can just click on the tag, and it'll take them to all of the posts you have that have been tagged with that same tag. So let's see how we would create this within the control panel. I'm going to hop back into my control panel here and click on widgets. And let's first look more into these archive and tag widgets. So I'm going to edit this. This is going to be my archive widget. You can call it whatever you like. By default, it's going to be called archive. You could call it past posts. You could call it whatever you like. You could call it calendar. I have mine set up as a list view, so it's going to show all the different months that I have. You can do it as a drop-down menu as well. I'm going to leave mine as a list view. I like how that looks. And then also we have the tag widget. So if you're going to utilize this, this is really cool. This is going to show all the tags in the little widget box that you have created. Now I've set it up as a tag cloud. There's also a basic list. The list is just going to list all the tags that you have created on your blog. But if you use the tag cloud, the reason why it's so cool is, let's say you have one tag that's super popular on your blog. Here are all my tags for now. Let's say that the tag post is super popular. When I have it set up as a tag cloud, the actual font of the word post is going to be much bigger than the font of the word second, so that your customers know, oh, hey, that's a super popular tag here on this blog. I'm going to click on it and see all the things that she's tagged with the word post. So this is really great if, like, let's say you're trying to touch base with the senior market. As people come into your blog and they start looking at your seniors, and people start noticing that it's popular posts, it's going to have a larger font within the tags portion here. Your customers will see that, oh, her seniors are really popular. I'm going to click on that, and then they'll be able to see all your seniors posts. It's just a great way to show off what's really popular within your blog. So those are the blog widgets. You also have the ability to add widgets for whatever you like, as long as it's an HTML. So within my blog right now, I have this little my Etsy favorites set here. Let's say you have an Etsy store that you use. You could actually set up with Etsy. It's called Etsy Mini, and you can find it at etsy.com/mini, I believe. And when you log in with your Etsy account, it'll actually give you the ability to set up this little blog, this little widget that they have here. You can either set it up within your favorites or for your store. So let's say you have several things that you want to show off. You could put it right there as a widget. Another thing that a lot of people like to do is maybe you want to have music on your site. This is a great way to utilize a widget. Here's one that I found that allows you to create a little weather bug on your blog. Maybe this is something you want to do, maybe to bring a little fun aspect. It's very easy. This one in particular is just like 4 steps. You come in here and you just kind of put in where you are. So we're in North Carolina, and I want it set to English, and I'm going to have it Fahrenheit, and I'm in Greensboro, so I'm going to set that as well. There's Greensboro. And here it says publish, and it's any website or blog, WordPress or My Opera. So we want the any website or blog HTML here. And then this one says that I need Flash players. So usually what will happen right here is it'll give me my code here. I can copy that code. Oops, it's going to take me over to Flash. I can copy that code, and once I have that code ready, I can pop it right into oh, here we go. It's creating it for me here. Let's see here. There it is. And here is my code here at the bottom that it's created for me. So I'm just going to copy this code for my little weather widget. I'm going to hop over to my blog control panel. I'm going to add a widget, make it an HTML widget, and then just pop in that code they gave me. Now I'm going to add item and view my site. And now right now I have set up that only 3 widgets can be seen at the bottom of my blog. So I'm going to go in and remove my Etsy widget here. And now I'm going to refresh my demo here. And now here at the bottom, I have a little weather widget. So when the customers come, so you can use this for whatever you want. I put a weather one in here because it was just kind of an easy one to create. But some people maybe would want to put in maybe an advertiser or a badge or something like that, or a link that goes somewhere else. This is a neat little way within your blog page that you can add some HTML to do what you like. So really utilize the little widget area down at the bottom, and you can really customize this site to be pretty great. Next, we want to talk a little bit about the SEO that you have available within your blog. You're going to notice that the fifth tab at the top of the page is going to be an SEO tab. Now, the coolest thing about your blog is that it does your SEO for you. The fact that it is word-based it's fantastic for you SEO-wise. What will happen if you leave it on auto SEO, it's going to start gathering all of the information from all of your posts and start putting it in there for you, so that when the crawlers come around, it's going to grab all that information. So if you have a lot of tags that you're tagging and things like that, those are going to stand out to the auto SEO, and they're going to start putting that tag information into these meta keyword portions. And that's really cool because it's just kind of doing the work for you, and it's going to be a huge benefit for you. Now, of course, if you'd like to, you can set this to custom, and you can do your own SEO if you chose. Let's say you want to put something special because only you do it, and maybe it's not something that would grab out of the blog by itself. You can go in here and you can just hit custom under search and put in those keywords, and of course then it will be associated with your SEO. Now, of course, if you have any more questions in regards to blog SEO, please feel free to give us a call here at PhotoBiz. We'll be more than happy to go in a little bit further within the SEO portion. But this is a really, really cool feature, the auto SEO feature that we have now within the blog, and it really just kind of does the work for you, and a lot of people are really, really enjoying it. Now, let's talk about some more design aspects of your blog. You have the ability to choose a template that you like, all within the site layout portion of your blog. So now that we've kind of taken care of what we want our page to look like, the individual page, now we want to see what the rest of our blog can look like. And of course, you have all of our great templates that we have available to you within our blog for you to choose from. It's very easy to find these. You just click on the template icon here at the top of your control panel under Site Layout. And here you'll be able to see all of the different templates that we have provided for you. You can choose a color scheme from this drop-down menu here and hit preview and see your current blog within that color scheme. And that's really great. And then once you have picked the template that you like, just click on Save, and then that template would be yours for the blog. So let's see this in action, shall we? Let's go ahead and hop into our control panel and click on Site Layout, and then click on Templates. And as you can see here, we have lots of templates for you to choose from. The template that I'm using right now is right up here, the Fifth Avenue. And I like it pretty good, but maybe I want to see what my website would look like within another template. Very easy. I want to see what my blog is going to look like in this Sunset Boulevard template. And I want to change the colors too. Right now I have it set to some orange and browns. I'm going to see what eggplant looks like. All I have to do is set the color I want to see and hit preview. And there is my blog in that template with that color scheme. Very easy, one click. Same thing with any other templates that we have. One click to see what your blog will look like in that template. So I think what I'm going to do is choose, I really like the Bourbon Street, and I think I'm going to go for the Seafoam Green. I think that's really, really pretty. And I think it utilizes my banners really well. So I'm going to go ahead and save that as my template, a choice. Now when I'm in here in my blog preview, it just looks weird because, hey, where did my logo go? Well, in this particular template, it does not have a default logo, so you actually have to upload one. This is another great way to show off the customization within your template. And you would do this by hopping up into your site layout portion of your blog and going to Settings and down to Logo. Now you're going to see here that you have two different logo settings. You can do a logo background, which will go from each edge of your template at the top of the portion where your logo is, and you can actually upload a logo by itself. So I have my logo ready. I'm going to go ahead and just upload my logo. Let's see what that looks like. So I'm going to go in here, and I got my logo here. And let's see here. Where did my logo go here? I thought I had it. Well, I thought I had my logo ready here, and I apologize, but I don't have one set up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a logo background instead. Now your logo backgrounds need to be set up at 1200 by 250. And, oh, there it is. Oh, that's why I didn't see it. Common mistake. My logo is set up as a PNG because it has a transparent background. I have to remember to set PNG as my upload choice, so that way I can actually see it from my list here. So now there's my blog. There's my blog logo, and I'm going to upload it. And there it is in its PNG wonderfulness. And now as I preview it, there's my logo. It looks awesome. I love it. But you know what? I want to add a little bit more design to it, so I'm going to add a background to my logo, like we were talking about before. And I've created my background, and you'll see here that the size of the background upload should be 1200 by 250. And I have it created here already. I'm going to go ahead and upload that as well. And as you can see here, let's go ahead and refresh there is my background, my logo background. So you can upload your logo background with your logo already on it if you chose, or you can upload them separately, and they can kind of sit on top of each other, kind of like how mine is. But just remember that you want your your logo background to be 1200 by 250 pixels. That's very important, so that way it sits within the template just perfectly. You also can choose custom colors within your site, within your blog site. So let's say that within your website right now, you have a lot of pinks and yellows and greens, and you just don't see that here within the color picker that we have of the custom site color schemes we've already chosen. Well, you can just find one that's maybe close and click on the Customize button. Once you do that, you can go into the color picker. It's just like the color picker of your Flash website if that is something that you are utilizing. And you can go in and either put in the color number, or you can click on the color box here on the side, and it'll give you a color picker for you to choose the color that you would like to utilize for this particular element of your blog template. And you'll see here you can almost customize every piece of the element of your blog here. So it's a really, really cool feature that we have. So let's hop over back into our control panel, and that way we can see how that looks as well. We can just click on that color picker. I'm going to go ahead. I still do like my seafoam greens, but I want to adjust a couple of things. So I clicked on Customize. And here, this is where, my site background color, you know what, I think I want to use more of a red back there. So I'm going to go ahead and just choose a red that I like. Now let's say that you're utilizing a background color or you have a color that's custom to your company, and you know that hex color. Just pop it right into the box there. Make sure you save your changes at the bottom, and then your colors will be changed. So then, now if I preview, my background color should be changed. Let's see here. Make sure, you want to always make sure that you save the color scheme that you have changed to, and then hit preview. And there it is, my new blog with the background color. Now I'm glad I found my color picker. I was able to adjust my colors pretty easily and I like it, but you know what, this background color is not for me. In fact, I think I want something a little bit more designer for my site. I know what I can do. I can go and use the backgrounds that we offer for the blogs. Again, you can find those within the site layout portion. You'll go to settings and then background. Here you'll find all the backgrounds that you can customize your blog with. Now a lot of these are transparent, and what that means is, like right now I have the red background. Let's say I chose this medallion white transparent and updated it. When I preview my site, it's going to show that white medallion with the red behind it. So that looks really cool. I'm really excited about that. So I'm getting to utilize this red that already works with my website, but maybe is a little bit too much for my blog, and I'm able to put an overlay over it, so it just gives it a little more of a designer aspect to it. And you know what, I really like this, but you know what, I've created a background for my website, and I want to utilize that with my blog. Well, how can I do that? Well, here within the background image selection and upload, I can actually upload my custom background. Now I want to remember that my custom background needs to be 1500 pixels wide by 865 pixels high. And if I forget that, it's right here on the upload background. So I'm going to go ahead and browse and find the one that I had created for my website. Here it is. There it is. It's called plain background, and I'm just going to go ahead and upload it. Now right now, because of the template or the background I had chose before, my background image setting is set to tile, but I'm going to go ahead and set it to scale to fit because the background that I just uploaded, it's a full image size. It's not just a little swatch or tile. So I went ahead and changed that. Now I'm going to go ahead and refresh my background. And there it is. So now my blog has the same background as my website, and I'm really excited. I really, really like it. It goes along with the background that I've created for my logo here, and this is just really great. I'm really excited about the colors, and it's come a long way from what it looked like from the get-go. So this is really exciting. So now that we've talked about a lot of the design elements of our blog, I wanted to show you a few of our other customers' blogs. So maybe you guys can get some ideas about all of the cool things that you can do with the blog. So the very first blog I wanted to show you is the Marquee Studios blog. I think she's just done a really, really fantastic job. I really like the background that she's utilized. She's just using a plain logo black background here up with a color, and then her transparent PNG logo over it. She's just done very well. She's chosen a blog format that shows her posts in little boxes with a little image, kind of little preview image for you to see what she's done. And down here she's utilizing just the two widgets that she wants, the archive widget, which shows her last 3 months of posts, and the tag cloud. And as I was mentioning before, this is a really good example of it. You can see that the portraits tag has been a popular tag for her, and it's bigger than, let's say, model shoots or engagement. So you can see that's the tag that she's used the most, and maybe that's been clicked on the most within her blog. And you can find her blog at marqueestudios.com/blog. Another blog I really like a lot is Natalie Howe, nataliehowephoto.com.au. She's one of our Australian customers. Natalie's blog just looks really great because she's utilized a really awesome background. She used her banner image here in a really cool way. She created this graphic in Photoshop and uploaded it. It just kind of gives off a mantra. Again, she's using the post boxes here, and she has her widgets on the left, or excuse me, on the right over here. Again, she's using the cloud widget that shows her tags, and you can see that Sydney Portrait Photographer has been a really popular tag for her. So that's really cool. Apollo Photography is another one of my favorite blogs, apollophotography.com/blog. Apollo Photography has done something a little different here where they're utilizing one of our gallery pages that we give you with your blog, and they're showing that off first. And then you can click on our wedding blog here at the top. And they have a really great custom background that they've used that kind of goes along with their website. They have their logo here at the top. It's very simple. They're not using a banner image. They're just putting their posts here because they showed off their images, their galleries over when the customer first came. So this is another way of setting it up, and they've done this all within the site layout portion of their blog. Daydream Blog is another really cool one. This is daydreamphotography.net/blog, and you can see how she's using her banner images to rotate in a really cool way. She's kind of showing off all the different aspects of photography she does, and this is a really cool way to utilize that that banner feature. She uses the format that goes right into her blog post, so you don't have to click to get into the post. It just starts showing them right away. She's set in all of her images. This image here is actually a collage that she created that she has sourced in. Really, really cool. And then you can see all of her tags here at the bottom. And so she has a really, really great one, great blog as well with a really neat custom background that she's using. And then Rawlinson Photography. Rawlinson Photography, I think, has done a great job of showing how simple but beautiful a blog can be. So they've utilized some grays, really cool logo background image up here that already has their logo created into it. So they created this logo background with the logo on it, this image, and then this little feature here that says the blog. You can see they are showing their blog posts here for you to click into, and again they're using the archive widget and the tag widget, and they're also using the cloud widget here. So in conclusion, with just a little time and some creativity, you too can have a fantastic blog. And I know that I really did kind of rush through some of the really neat features that we do offer with our blog. So please don't forget to call your friendly, passionate support here at PhotoBiz. We are more than happy to answer any questions that you might have in regards to your new blog. We understand that it may be a little bit daunting at first, seeing how naked it can be, but you can see with just a few steps, you can upload a few things here and there. You can really make your blog to look custom and beautiful. And I really appreciate you guys, your attention today with this blog webinar. I hope you guys have learned something. I am going to take a Q&A now, so if you guys have any questions in regards to some of the stuff that I went over or anything additional that you want to know, please feel free to ask it in the questions box. And I'm going to go through a few of these questions here. All right, I did see a question here in regards to that I said that the blog banner needs to be 1250, but then I demonstrated it at 1200 by 250, but then I demonstrated it at 1200 by 350. Thank you so much for that correction. The blog banner is going to be at 1200 by 350, and the logo background will be at 1200 by 250. So they're very similar, but one is skinnier than the other, obviously. So the banner portion of your blog will be 1200 by 350, and the logo background portion is going to be 1200 by 250. I have a question here in regards to the store and the blog. So if some of you already have our store feature and now have the blog, you'll notice that the blog and the store sit on the same interface. And the question is, can the store and the blog have different templates? As of right now, they will share the same templates. So the backgrounds that you create, the color scheme you create, and the template that you choose will be shared between the store and the blog. And really that is good because it'll bring continuity to your site. Also, if you're using a lot of the same backgrounds and colors on your website, it's just going to show a lot more continuity between your blog and your store. So as of right now, we don't have a feature that will utilize separate templates for those. They will share the same template. That goes with the backgrounds, logos, and all that stuff. They're going to share. Lori asked if Pinterest and Facebook have widget options, and you know they do. You can go onto both of their websites and see any sort of HTML option that they give you, you can use for a widget. I know Facebook, they have like a profile box. As long as it's HTML or iframe, you can use that as a widget. If you have any trouble getting it to fit into that box that we have provided for you, or if you need to extend that box, give us a call. We'll walk you through. There is a place there where you can control the height of your widget box. So, you know, utilize that, but absolutely, you would find that within, you can probably Google something like widget Pinterest or widget Facebook. The only thing you want to make sure is sometimes they make them proprietary to different blogs or maybe different software. So make sure you're looking for the HTML widget, because the HTML widget is going to be the one that you want to use within your PhotoBiz blog. And I'm just kind of looking through some more questions here. Bear with me. If you do have any questions, feel free to submit one. Lori asks if we're going to have templates that integrate with the blog on the websites. You know, but Lori, I do think that they are working on that. A lot of the, and we understand that you want to kind of go ahead and set that continuity. And the reason why they, like, let's say you have the Manhattan template on the Flash and we don't have a Manhattan template on the blog, sometimes they don't really work the same way. Maybe the Manhattan template looks great as a Flash site, but maybe wouldn't really work as well on the blog. So what we are allowing you to do instead is you can use your backgrounds, you can use colors, things like that to utilize that continuity between the two products. Now that could change in the future. We could be creating some blogs that maybe do match up really closely with our Flash websites and our HTML websites. But as of right now, the way we're showing the continuity is through colors and backgrounds and things like that. Allie, I'm not sure I understand the question that you're trying to ask in regards to what you're trying to upload from Dropbox. If you'd like, I'll be more than happy to have one of our passionate support agents give you a call, and we can kind of see if we can work that out in regards to your blog. So I'm going to go ahead and write down your name and have somebody give you a call. Let's see here. So all of our products can be utilized together through external links. You'll notice that you have the ability to add external links to any of our products except for the client viewing, the client proofing feature. But so let's say you did want to link back from your blog to your client proofing feature, you definitely can do that within the blog. You would just add an external links page under the site layout. Again, I'm kind of getting a lot of the same question in regards to having your store look different from your blog. As of right now, since they are on the same platform, they are going to share the same template and things like that. Now, your blog obviously has its own page with its own formatting, so it won't necessarily look like your store pages, but you will be able to but they will look in the same in the fact that the color concepts and the blog templates and the store template are going to be the same. But your blog page itself actually can have its own formatting. I got the question from Suzanne, can you add client proofing to a blog store without a flash site? You can purchase the client proofing without having a flash site, absolutely. You would then, what your client proofing would be is it's going to be set up as our servers as your domain /viewing. So you would just create on your blog an external link to that domain address, the /viewing domain address, and then they will go to the client proofing. So absolutely, you can utilize the client proofing product without having a flash site. Yes, you can. John asks, if I already have a PhotoBiz website, do I get the blog for just a one-time setup fee and continue paying the same monthly as I am now paying? Absolutely, John. The blog is just a one-time fee. Once you pay that one-time fee, your monthly rate stays the same, as long as you keep your images at the same rate. Now, if you're uploading, you might need to go up in your image rate, but if you're going to be sourcing your images from like Dropbox or some other third-party place, then it might not be necessary at all for you to upgrade your image plan. So absolutely, you can continue. It's definitely feasible for you to continue to pay the same thing as monthly as you are now. Cottrell asks a great question. Functionality, does the blog have a functionality on mobile devices, iPhone and iPad? Our blog is HTML5 compatible, so it can be seen on every single device. So it's not Flash-based. You can see it everywhere. So that is very exciting, and thank you so much for asking that question, because that is something that I did forget to mention. But yes, you don't have to be worried about somebody not being able to see your blog. But absolutely, it is totally accessible. John asked if you're able to source images from the website. The sourcing images portion is only for the blog product. We don't allow sourcing of images to the websites or the stores or any of our other products. So that URL source image functionality is for the blog only, so we definitely encourage people to take advantage of it. Let's see. I have had a couple questions of people asking if we have a discount on our blog. Right now, we do not have any sort of promos going on the blog, but please keep an eye on our PhotoBiz blog, our photobiz.com/blog, and our Facebook page. That's where we announce any sort of promotions that we have going on any of our products. So please keep an eye out there. Okay, so this is the last call for questions. If you had a question that I didn't answer, maybe I missed it, feel free to send it in again, or I can, I'm going to look through the questions one last time. Janet asked a really cool question about an example of someone who does both a good store and blog. You know, Janet, we have some fantastic examples of those, and you know what, I'm going to go ahead and send you an email with some examples of stores and blogs. If anybody else would like to see some examples of our store and blogs, please just let me know, and I'll be happy to send them an email as well. All right, any other questions? Oh, okay. Thanks, Allie. How did Daydream use a rotating logo? So let's go back to that Daydream website, and I can see, let's say I can see what you can do. So Daydream does not have a rotating logo. What they have rotating here is their banner image. Their logo, if you look at the top, that just stays still. that's just their logo upload. But this is the banner images here. So if you remember when I was showing you before, you can have as many banner images as you like, and then it'll rotate through all of them. So that's what she's done. She's created all these banner images. Again, these were created at 1200 by 350, and then she uploaded them under the banner tab on her blog page. Hope that answered your question, Allie. And I got all your guys' requests here for the email, and I'll make sure you all get it. Suzanne asked if we can slow or speed up the banner slideshow. That actually is on its own timetable, so we don't have any control over whether it can be any faster or slower. I think it's something like 4 seconds. And we don't have, and Allie also asked about banner templates. We don't have any banner templates. These were all created by our customers in Photoshop. So this would be a place where your creativity will really come into play is creating these banner images. All right. If there isn't any more questions, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up today's blog webinar. I hope you all enjoyed what you had to learn. Of course, feel free to give us a call if you do have any questions at all. We'll be more than happy to assist you with your blog. Hopefully you learned something new today, or if you have any questions in regards to something that you did learn and that you need some more help with, please feel free to give us a call, and we'll be more than happy to assist you guys. That's what we're here for. Again, we are so grateful to have you as PhotoBiz customers, and we hope that you are enjoying our webinar series. If there's something that you would like to be covered in our webinar series, please just send in a support ticket. Let us know what you'd like us to cover, and we'll be more than happy to do that as well. It's been my pleasure today to get to talk to you about our awesome new product, the PhotoBiz blog, and I look forward to speaking with all of you on the phone, and I hope you all have a really fantastic day. Have a great one. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.